Hear that? Christmas is here. I love Christmas. I can't wait to do a Christmas video. I've done a few, but this is the big one. Okay, so I've got some prepared nails. These are acrylic, and I'm going to create icicles. Actually, I don't really know what it's going to look like yet. I've just got all the stuff, and I'm just going to start playing. So I've built these nails right here. So I do have some product on there, as you know, I change my nails all the time. So I do leave a little bit of product on there to protect the nail. And knowing that I was building this nail, that's exactly what I did. I didn't remove it all. But let's just clean it up and prepare it for applying this really, really long acrylic nail. Okay, let me grab a mask. Whenever I'm working with product, I grab a mask, and it's a good idea to wear one to stop those fine particles from breathing in. I don't use the desk fans and stuff right now because it just is too noisy for the video. I had some very sparkly French on here, so I'm just going to clean up these cuticles. Just going to use my baby arbor band to buff over the whole nail so the new acrylic will stick. And I do recommend going back and forth, side to side, touching the nail the entire time. Don't go just one way. That is going to really slow you down. It's a waste of time. I've been going back and forth, side to side, for 38 years. It is the most effective way to buff the nail, whether it be natural or whether there's product on there.
Looks like it's snowing.
Appropriate. Okay, I'm gonna dust that off. Dust off me table. Now, I do not need to put primer or any dehydrator or anything on there because it's already product, so product sticks quite well to product. So I'm just going to let that happen. I'm going to slip that form on. Now, some might be asking, why do I use a form as opposed to a tip? I'll be honest with you, I don't like the look of tips. I like tips for a training purpose. They're great for that, for training. But for the ultimate nail, where we want to go is sculpting and custom building the nail to the finger. That is the most beautiful and wearable art. When I put a form on too, I just go in a tiny bit of an angle. I don't like to do it straight. See, we have a nice tiny bit of a curve. When you look at my other fingers, you can see that too. There's a nice slight curve. Okay, I'm going to file this up into an icicle and then we'll start decorating it. Okay, so now I filed that and shaped it all up. Let's get the dust off there. I'm just going to take a little bit of alcohol and just clean the whole thing up and remove it of any dust. And I'm going to let that dry too. What I want is it to dry up so I can put the alcohol on it. I'm just going to paint the entire nail as smoothly as I can with that color. just going to see if the alcohol will smooth it out a little. It does a little. Like through this part, that's what I'm looking for. That's pretty, I like that. But I'm gonna go, because I'm gonna put most of my gems up in here. I'm just gonna take the excess. Okay, I do like that. So now I'm going to top coat that with a shiny top coat. Okay, let's give it a nuke. Okay, now I want to put all the gems on. I'm going to use these. See those for like, look at that big one. Okay. Then I'm going to keep these little pearls in case I want some little tiny pearls. And then I'm going to get these big gems that I got. They're like these ones, like these are 3 different sizes, like smaller over here. And there's a medium and a bigger one over here. And these are the giant ones. I need my gem jab. And the other side has the wax tip. So everything that I'm using actually in this video, you can find at nailcurd.com if you're interested in anything. Remember I was talking about acrylic? Acrylic is my favorite, but if you want to learn acrylic, I have a slow setting monomer that is fabulous for learning acrylic. I wish I had it 2 years ago. What I'm going to do now is just start, but sometimes you don't know where to start, right? And that's what can sometimes trip you up for design. But I have a friend who's answered that question for us. Her name is Celina Rydén, and she's invented this. Celina is a fantastic artist. If you want to follow her, she's on Instagram and YouTube. Great artist. I love her work. She's come up with this, which really helps because at the end of your day, maybe you don't have an idea of where you want to put it. You're kind of tired. You need some ideas. This will be your inspiration. She has a card here to explain how to use it. She has lots of different expansion packages, bohemian style, all sorts of different nail art. Right now, we're just looking for pattern ideas for where to place those gems. She goes into detail on how you can use that. So here are the ideas. What I love about it is she drew these herself, actually. She just shows you the placement and even shows you how you can change the color to get a different look out of it. So this one is similar to this, but she changes the color between the two. And then this is all one color. And then if you just want to do a little section, you can just pull the same idea into a little idea. This one I really like. Because my nails are so long, I think I can get away with this. So let's put that one aside. I really like that. That might be my inspiration today. Ooh, this one's really nice too. Yeah, let's keep that aside. This is nice too. I do like that. I do have the squares and the round ones, and I can even pull it a little bit longer. I like that too. Oh, that's very cool. It's not big enough for it. Ooh, I like that. Very nice. It's neat when you do different colors. That is cool. Oh, I really like the simplicity of that. It's quite beautiful. That's my keeper pot. Oh, love this. Oh, that's pretty. That's nice across like the back. That's very nice. Let's keep that. That might be something we want to use. Okay, let's make sure I'm not missing anything I like. Let's put this one up here. That's very pretty. Okay, keep that too. So you can go through every which ones you like and see what inspires you. But I think I've got a good collection and idea what I want to do. I think I'm going to take the ones that I like and just put them right here and use them to glance at so I can get the pattern right if I get a little lost. Okay, I'm going to get a little bit of my thicker viscosity hard gel. And I'm going to put it in the very center of where I'm going to start this design. make sure that it's in the center. Okay, I'm gonna put this big gem there. Just make sure that it's centered. Okay. Just trying to get the same sized one. Probably should use these little tiny ones. These pearls are super tiny. Let's see what size these ones are. See, now I can see them a bit better. These ones are a little bit bigger. So it looks like it's just like 3 on the end there. And then 3 over here. I'm gonna put maybe an extra 2 or 3. Yeah, that looks good. I like that. Now we have to do the same on this side. I'm improvising now. I'm just gonna grab a couple of beads and put them in between here. Now it's kind of moving a bit. Before I nuke it, I'm going to sort of squish it all together, make sure it's all happy. There we go. Okay, I'm going to nuke that, and so I can hold those ones in place. I'm actually really liking that. This one was the inspiration for this particular pattern. I really do like this little doodad down here, so I'm going to complete that. And I might add this little doodad, see this one? I might put that up in here. So let's play with the rest. Okay, so I'm just going to give those little 3 pieces, I added a little bit of a flash here so I don't bump it out of position, because there's nothing worse than putting it in the exact position and then you bump it out. And I might forget if I bumped it out. So we'll just do that for a sec. And remember I said I'm going to do that here. I'm going to put that up in there. I use the thicker gel to hold the bigger pieces in position. Then sometimes I top coat the whole thing and then the little ones can go in there. So I need to go right down the center back here for that bigger one, and then some littler ones. I'll let that settle for a little bit. Okay, so I think I'm going to use a bigger silver one. Put that right there. That's great. Then it shows a bunch of little ones around it. So now this might be a little bit tricky, but I'm going to take a top coat and I'm gently going to paint the top coat within this zone here. So if you feel like any of the top coat was a little bit, or the gel was a little bit wrinkly or wobbly from application, this is going to fill it all in. Just let that settle for a bit. And then I'm going to start putting those little guys all around. Bigger one. And then a string of these little BB ones. A bigger one. And then these little guys. Now you see I just threw them there. I'm going to have to move them again. Okay, just let me get some gel in there. Another one of these little guys right back in over here. Put these guys back. There we go. Well, I don't mind it bunching up like that, but that's not what the original design is. We show sort of, let's do this. This is when you find out your thumb or your finger or your cuticle isn't perfectly symmetrical. Oh, that's looking really cute. So I just want to make sure that this little bead here is lined up with the rest. It's looking pretty good. My goodness. What great inspiration. Honestly, I just would not have thought of that. Yep, that's smart. Okay, that's really pretty. Okay, so I am going to now just top coat the whole thing. I'm not going to go over the big gems. I'm just going to go around them and it'll secure in the little gems too. But the big gems are already, they're on there pretty good because of the thicker coat that I put on there, the thicker gel. So I'm just sort of coating around, just like I did near the cuticle area there. Oh, just gorgeous. Okay, I'm going to go ahead now and do the rest of those nails. Wow, those are beautiful. I love them. Let's check out the photos. These are gorgeous. They're super long, but maybe I'll wear them till Christmas. Have a great holiday.